I haven't unclicked that button.
I don't see it on the...
I think I can see it later on.
I'm not sure. I just can't see it on the live stream.
Well, now we've reset our viewers, which is fun.
You had 96 views, bro.
Whoa! That's awesome.
You had 20, like, I'll say 20.
I guess we'll wait a sec until people come in. Or are they just going to be still on the other one, waiting for it to catch up?
I can't see...
No, because it ended. It would have kicked them out. It kicked me out.
But we weren't. But it wasn't up yet, so I have to go back through the script.
Yeah, I don't know what you got up to.
Fuck.
Just ask the chat.
Sorry guys, we were going great for fucking ages, and then we hit another snag with technical difficulties. People at the very beginning who were joining us would know all of that whole process. I would love to know where we got up to in the script, because I think I was almost halfway, and then it fucking booted us all out. If someone could put on the chat where we were up to, and I can just return to that. I would like to very much, well, as we wait, I would like to thank you all who have contributed so far, because as far as I've heard, we have almost reached our funding goal of $500. That's amazing. Thank you all so much. All right, what are you saying in the chat? The part where you were wank. Okay. He touched the screen of Chinese ads. Okay, so they weren't that far behind. Easy. All right, guys. Let's go back to it. Feeling put upon, Frigg taps the touchscreen, bringing it up to... Okay, let me just get straight back into it. Properly. Alright. Feeling put upon, Frigg taps the touchscreen, bringing it to life with colourful display. Chinese characters and warm smiles. Company logos sweep by before revealing a number of large, simple icons and buttons, bordered with a collection of small, bright ads. The touchscreen displays the text, "How do you feel?" in very bright, colourful font, followed by a litany of crude faces to choose from, emojis. The options, however, lack Frigg's dejected, confused expression that's plastered across his face. And he hovers his finger over all the inaccurate faces. He taps a question mark. Frozen again.
No, you're back.
It's just the camera connection.
Alright. I hate this fucking camera, dude. Who knew that the GH5S, made by Panasonic, would have such a great streaming app?
Just call them out.
Oh, dude. I wish I could be... No, we won't get into that. More like shilling. I wish I was doing more shilling. It's an Axio break every 15 minutes. You know how good Axio is?
It would have been good.
He taps a question mark. Life returns to the display. Frigg's face is scanned and analysed. His profile data and numbers quickly flash by. "You are happy," smiley face, reads the display, before presenting several patronising thank you messages and animations, like kitschy early internet shit. Frigg looks back to the group. Their wet smiles are deafening in the silence. A big continue button prompts his tapping. Upon doing so, the display lags and freezes. The display fills with an unskippable advertisement, with flowers, smiling faces, breasts, skin, mouth. The e-girl says, "I want you." Frigg perks up, infatuated of course. The e-girl says, "To turn in your cash. Cash is so gross. Ew! Turn in your cash for credits. They're nice and clean, just like me. You can spend them on me. I don't take cash, sorry." You don't want to be gross, right? Frigg drools, not listening. He stares wide-eyed, growing desperate, physical, sweating. Suddenly his crotch fills with enormous pain. He winces terribly and cries out. The room is stunned. Frigg rolls in agony, grasping at his crotch, bondaged by the chastity diaper. Constable Gerda, inconvenienced, says, "What's wrong?" Frigg groans horribly. He thrusts his hips back and forth, lurching awkwardly, his head back, his face contorted by pain. It hurts! Frigg groans horribly. He thrusts his hips... Oh no, I just read that part. The room watches the display grow faster and more desperate. I need to come! Constable Gerda says, "Enough of this! Stop right now! Do as you are told!" Frigg screams wildly and begins humping the touchscreen display, banging the chassis device again and again against the e-girl, impotently. Constable Gerda screams, "You aren't impressing anyone with this display. I'm going to count to 3. 1, Frigg interrupts her, of course. "I could fuck 4 pussies at once!" In a great burst of energy, Frigg rushes over and forces himself upon the constable, like an excited little dog, humping at her rapidly. She is taken aback by surprise. Constable Gerda, shrieking, says, "Shoot him!" The officers are frozen. Their guns are held low. Greg approaches the pair and raises himself as high as he can. He's still incredibly small. Greg says, "Hey, should not treat a woman like this." The quiet statement nonetheless cuts through Frigg, who then postures, inflated, right in Greg's face. Frigg yells wildly, "And who are you, huh? Who are you to tell me anything?" Greg smiles warmly. "Son, it's all right. It's all right, son." Frigg changes. He slowly raises his hands and then wraps them around Greg's throat, with violent force, taking the pair down to the ground. Greg weakly paws at Frigg's grip. Pain attempts to etch itself across his dopey, warm smile. Frigg is filled with fury. Greg, happy despite, says, while choking. He's choking. "Enough horsing around with your pop." Frigg increases his grip, choking Greg to death. The rest of the room doesn't know what to do. Frigg screams and screams, desperately and powerfully. Lightning bolts shoot out from the violent exchange. All the lights in the room flicker and strobe. Frigg screams and screams. Constable Gerda tries to scream over him. She says, "Stop this right now!" Screaming and screaming, flashing and strobing, Greg's eyes bulge out of his skull, blood red. Constable Gerda, shrieking, says, "Shoot him! Shoot him!" Gunfire fills the room with bursts of light. The screaming stops. The lights return to normal life. Greg lays dead. Frigg is missing. Constable Gerda casts dagger eyes towards the officer holding their smoking gun. She is furious. "You're pathetic! The two of you! Pathetic!" She snatches the gun and turns to leave. The officer hangs their head low. The other comes over to them to console them, putting his arms around him. It's nice. Constable Gerda pauses and licks the end of the gun barrel. Cut 2. Interior white hallway. Day. Frigg, deranged, runs down hallways desperately, grunting and shouting, mumbling wildly, "Come! Come! 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 Come!" He needs to come. Quite clearly. The e-girl flashes past him on posters and screens that line the walls. Elsewhere behind, Constable Gerda marches in pursuit, yelling after him, "You and your manhood deserve destruction! Total castration!" Frigg stops running to desperately hump at the e-girl on one of the screens. She's selling car insurance with her feet out. Constable Gerda shouts after him, "Listen to me! You need to be fixed!" Frigg runs again, only to be quickly stopped. To again hump, the e-girl promotes some oil company while being half naked. Constable Gerda again shouts, "Face your punishment! I am mother! I am CASTRATRIX!" Frigg runs and collides with a door. A little sign on it says, "Sperm donation." This is a clue for him. It's unlocked. It opens to reveal a run of stairs that descend into pitch blackness. Frigg stares down into the darkness, then glances back behind. Constable Gerda aims and fires. She's standing right there. The volley of gunfire beats into the doorway. Frigg ducks out of the way and disappears down the stairs. Constable Gerda stops at the doorway, catching her breath. She shouts down the stairs, down into the darkness. "Come back right now! Do as you are told! You will not find anything down there! Nothing!" Cut to interior dark basement. Frigg moves forward blindly in the cavernous, vague space. The shrieking yells of Constable Gerda grow muffled and distant. The sound grows closer and clearer. A sound grows closer and clearer. Mechanical beeping. Pneumatic sucking. Frigg gets closer and closer towards a shadowy mass of blocky objects and devices. Shocked, he takes it all in. Bulky medical equipment surround a patient on a hospital bed. Under heavy straps, the body is wrapped entirely in muddy green surgical latex. A full-body straitjacket, complete with a gas mask, with the eyes blacked out. Fixed at their crotch, a pneumatic device and glass tube, half filled with cum, milking. Frigg stands in the silence, horrified. The sound of pneumatic pumping fills the space. The thing shudders. Or shivers. From behind, a growing glow. Frigg turns. The e-girl takes form, shimmering brightly, ethereal. She wears an all-white, long, flowing dress. They both slowly move to embrace each other. The e-girl breathily whispers, "My sweet boy." Frigg stares at the ground like a child. "What's gotten into you?" she says. Her hand floats above his cheek, and he stirs. Frigg says, "Let's get out of here. Leave this horrible place behind." She takes in his grief. The e-girl says, "You know we can't do that." Frigg says, "I love you. We need to escape. Find some place safe and start a family." A smile etches across her face. Frigg says, "I want to have children with you." She bursts out laughing, a horrible, huge laugh. Frigg shrinks, confused. She continues to quake with laughter, much to Frigg's growing anger. The e-girl says, "You're actually thinking of children?" Frigg is tiny, fuming. He says, "Shut up! You're infertile! All the chemicals we pump you with." Frigg says, "Shut up!" He swings at her, but his fist passes right through her. She shimmers and continues to laugh manically. Frigg stumbles. He's shrunken and now paralyzed, staring back at the floor. She circles him. As he passes behind her, her outfit changes to a revealing tight red dress. "You're pathetic," she says. "Men are all dysgenic freaks, and those that don't follow the rules deserve death." She moves over to the thing being milked. She says, "You're lower than dirt, even more pathetic than this thing," she says with a smile, and bends down to lick the milking tube while staring at Frigg. He's fuming. "How could we let someone like you have children? Men make such terrible fathers," she says. Constable Gerda and the two officers finally arrive, amused by the pacified Frigg. The e-girl struts over to them, to one of the officers. "Thank you so much," she says, as she caresses the officer, watching Frigg's expression. "You make me feel so good." Frigg fumes impotently from across the other side of the room. The e-girl turns to Constable Gerda. She says, "Destroy him." And the constable nods. Frigg broods in shadow. The e-girl moves back towards him. She says, Or you could submit and go back to worshipping and coming for your goddess, like him over there." She towers over him. The milking tube continues to suck. Frigg speaks silently, to the ground, closing pain-filled eyes. "I don't want to be horny anymore. I just want to be happy." The e-girl rises up to destroy him, furious. "You small-dicked little bitch! You're a pathetic cuckold!" A growing glowing light from underneath Frigg stops her assault. He slowly stands, growing rejuvenated. A bright light shines out from underneath the chastity device, affixed at his crotch. The room fills with shock and denial. The e-girl rages and distorts. No, stop him! The chastity device explodes into many crazy pieces flying around, revealing a blinding light at Frigg's crotch. The room fills with light. The rest of the group can only watch on. Frigg's energy grows brighter. Eyes closed, he begins floating upward. The e-girl shouts desperately and violently, completely silent. Frigg glows brighter and brighter, the light moving up through his entire body, floating higher and higher. He's focused, entranced. The energy envelops his organs, his muscles, bones and blood vessels. His totality of being energizes. Frigg outstretches his arms, releasing an outpouring of infinite energy. He floats upwards and upwards into a universe of his own conception. Energy unfolds outwards in a great rush out of his blinding crotchal light. The universe reflects him, and he reflects the universe. Frigg sits in a stoic, yogic pose, cradling the planet Earth in his lap, surrounded by the galaxy. The end. Thank you.
We're fully funded.
We are fully funded? Oh shit, that is fucking awesome. That was an hour.
Yeah.
Dude, and we still got 3 more fucking weeks, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's great. Now, what you guys missed when we had technical difficulties, I stepped on my glasses. So they're KIA. And you won't be seeing them again for a while. But holy shit, we're fully funded. That's
Bravo,
fantastic.
absolute king. We do have to get out of this room
Oh shit.
by 11.
Oh, 11.
Yeah, so we got.
Oh, it's 10:37.
Yeah.
Dude,
Thank
thank you everyone for staying up late with us. If you're in the other time zones, it's still quite early in the morning for us. So this is the start to our day. Holy
Based
shit.
indeed.
Absolute Kino based.
We've got
I'm a Bodan simp.
one of our crew members has walked in. If he wants to introduce himself,
Oh
and
shit.
plug his own YouTube channel.
Jimmy, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How we doing? I was the one in the chat saying poster stuff and all that sort of stuff.
Oh right.
Yeah. So in the chat, everyone was talking to me and asking me questions as well. So
Awesome.
that's cool.
So they're all very familiar with you already.
Well, one guy, the Lego guy, is familiar with me. But yeah, I'm the poster guy, and I'll be helping out on set and stuff like that. Just getting a look at the poster all sorted. I mentioned it in the chat, but it's sort of aiming for like a sort of Blade Runner-y sort of mix of cyberpunk, but that's obviously subject to change depending after production, you know, new inspiration can be found and we can head a new direction. But I'm currently working on the logo, and I've shown Bodan, and
Yeah, it's fucking sick. I really like your work you've done. I can't wait to be able to share it with you guys and feature it in further posts and marketing, as well as the credits for the film, whatever, the opening titles.
it'll be fun.
Me and Jimmy will be collaborating further on more graphic stuff, more motion graphic stuff for the film, so it's going to look fucking sick.
Gonna make it look cool, and so that the poster will actually look good hanging up in your room and not terrible. So that's the goal there.
Yeah, hang it up in your room and not the basement. Don't be ashamed of
How
it.
many people are getting posters? Do we know, Sam?
There's a limit of 40.
Okay.
40 posters.
All right.
That's spread across all the different tiers.
Okay.
Dude.
Oh, sorry, no, 25.
Should we just change the design to impact bold font that says "I want to come" in brackets?
Yeah.
He clearly wants to come. I think
Yeah,
that's the new-
we'll kick you off the project and we'll just go to meme generator.
Yeah.
That'll be the poster.
That's the poster.
Yeah, because everything on the Kickstarter is subject to change, your money is stolen from you.
No.
No, Sam says I can't say it. What else is there to say? Thank you for coming on, Jimmy.
It's okay.
It's good to see you.
Thanks, Jimmy.
What else is there to say?
We're not stealing any money, don't worry. And I noticed there are a couple people, I assume not from Australia, who bought the Australian shipping thing before I changed it. I'll deal with that. It's fine. I'll ship to international. Just want to put that out there.
Oh, sweet. Before we wrap up Q&A a bit, more questions. I'm keen to engage with the chat.
Are you a Fed?
Oh fuck! Again with the Fed shit.
What a Kuma.
No, I'm not a Fed. We are not funded by
pretty much
the
it.
American government or the Australian government or any government or even the university won't fund us. We're totally independent. You guys are our funding source. We owe everything to you guys.
Please don't fix me, someone said in the chat.
Dude, I can't wait to get these props going and share with you guys photos.
Docs.
Props.
Sorry.
Props.
Please don't dox me, he said, not fix.
Oh,
Although
that's-
fix was appropriate, I felt.
Yeah, it's Joey. You just said that, and I want to do it right now. Why on earth would you say that? Because you know how tempting it is.
How much
Joey.
cross-dressing in the film?
There's no cross-dressing.
Is there a cast list yet? Not yet, but we'll post that on the Kickstarter and socials. that
Any
kind of
plans beyond CASTRATRIX? If this project is fantastic, and it will be,
thing. Do a sequel.
now we'll do a...
Castratrix 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Now, my plan after honours is probably to do PhD, which is a 2-year project, so and fucking like 20 times the amount of written work. But maybe we'll do a feature film for my PhD. That might be a nightmare. That might be an entirely new thing. But onwards and upwards, you know. We're doing this. We can only go up further from here. I can't wait for that.
Should collaborate with John Tingley. Not familiar with John, but if he wants to collab, he can email me at...
John Tingley. Is that the fucking chips all in guy? Oh, dude. That's like in jokes. See,
Okay.
this is why we needed more Bodan references in the Kickstarter. Because it's just in jokes, dude.
Yeah, but, you know, you don't want to alienate people.
Ah, fucking absolute kino. Scroll up to when I was reading. I want to see reactions.
There
to
wasn't
that
much,
shit.
which is kind of a good thing.
People were listening,
Fixated,
dude.
yeah.
Bodan equals Bogdan. I don't live in a bog.
Wait, was that from the other stream?
No.
I'm a Bodan simp.
That's good shit.
What's your major?
My major, I'd studied Bachelor of Arts for 3 years at Murdoch University. I got my major in screen production. Now I'm doing my honors in creative media because there's things all different
Because they
now.
changed it.
Because they changed it.
Yeah.
You got your fucking bachelor in creative media, right?
No.
What?
I'm not graduate. Well, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I haven't.
'Cause I got a fucking Bachelor of Arts. They
Yeah.
don't do that anymore. So it was all fucky.
Yeah.
Honors in creative media, which is a 1-year project. It was delayed. I got my supervisor to delay it because of fucking COVID. There was no way of getting anything going or a team together during the massive peak of that shit. We would have had the film done by now if the year went fine. But March now. That's it.
Are there gonna be wide-angle lens shots of a mouth screaming in the film?
Dude, that fucking
Potentially.
that opening bit where he's jerking off, I'm hoping to get in a lot of that stylistic Bodan shit. Lots of fucking like eyes, close-ups on the skin, close-up on his mouth, drooling and screaming. He's jerking off, but it's like fantastical. It's a high reality, so it's going to be crazy and manic and disgusting. Pretty much, frig. I don't want to have like close-ups. Maybe Constable Gerda, she screams and the camera just like awkwardly cuts to her mouth.
Sure.
Fine.
If you want to be stylistic.
Yeah, blast it through.
We need to wrap up because we've got to be out.
Okay, we got to pack up.
So.
Thank you everyone for joining us. This has been fantastic. I loved all the problem solving of the technical parts. I'm glad so many people joined in. I believe it got up to almost 100 people on the stream before it went down. People had to reset. It
It was 100 views, not 100 concurrent.
Oh, okay.
It was about 20 people though, which is good.
Okay. That's still great though. Awesome. Thank you all for whoever funded. Be sure to keep looking on the project. If you're not sure and you want to be a bit more confident, we'll be updating more things. The project runs for 3 weeks. We'll be updating more shit, putting more crap on it, all the things you need to know, and then the first thing will be updating stretch goals.
Yeah.
Because we've reached our funding and it's only upwards from here.
Now we got
Awesome. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks
about
everyone.
it from us. Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for,
you all.
hanging out and bearing with us through our technical issues. And thanks for giving us money.
Your funding is incredibly valuable. Thank
Yeah.
you all.
It really is.
Catch you later.
Kill it.
Oops.